Good.
What happened to music?
Waiting for the notification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Where's the music?
Where's the music? Damn, boys.
Tired of them other podcasts, dancing all in the videos, not being up all game, not talking about what you want to talk about. Listen to him, me, you and her. You and her, she get with me and him, and we can kick it every weekend. And him and her, she leave me and you, and we can Netflix and chill like we do. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her. Just for the guys behind bars who feel they lost they thunder.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back once again. We here another week. Y'all here with us. It's him, me, you, and her. As always, it's your main man Mo, surrounded by my peoples. I love y'all, my peoples. But hi Maggie, how you doing?
Hi. This is Maggie, M-A-double-G's. Talk to me.
Vic is here, man. Once again, every Sunday at 15. Thank you for tuning in as usual.
This week, unfortunately, our co-host, Pretty Brown, Sade, she had a little something going on. Our prayers are with her and her family. So
Yes.
filling in is one half of our photography team, Jay Thompson. Welcome to the mic.
Welcome, Jay
Yeah.
Thompson.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yes,
Lucky to be a part of this. Let's go.
We up.
That's right.
Take it away.
Maggie wants to give you guys some briefing on next week's giveaway.
I'm asking everyone to pay attention to what we say or how we answer questions or advice, and we're going to give away some things if you are correct.
Paying attention on your P's and Q's. So this is the episode you need to listen. We're going to use material from this week for next week for our contest. We're not doing the numbers game next week. I wanted to start off the show by sending our deepest condolences out to the families in Washington, D.C., whose daughters are missing or they went and joined sex stings or whatever. We just want to send our sympathy out to them from HimMeYouHer podcast, and hopefully everything works out.
Hopefully everybody get home safe.
Yeah, definitely.
10 fingers, 10 toes.
Yeah, all of that. Because I couldn't imagine. All of us have daughters at this table, and I don't know how that would go for me. But
I don't even want to think about that. Go ahead.
nah.
Right.
All right, so this week we want to start off by reading an email we got from the homie Sonny Jean Luis. He has a question for us, and he wants us to answer it. Okay, it goes such as this. I have a friend. Let's say her name is Judy. Judy was in love with Mario. They break up. Then Judy runs into Marcus, who she's known since they were young. They rekindle old flames, and immediately he proposes a month after they catch back up. And a year from the proposal, they get married. How real is that relationship? I'm trying to wrap my head around how the hell does she know this dude is legit so soon.
First off, if he listening, that's a he, right?
Yeah.
First off, if he listening, definitely, this is your question, so it's your time. Call in, you know what I'm saying, and let us know, or chime in with us while we discuss this. But go ahead, Maggie.
They was in a relationship prior. I believe there's some information that should be also taken into consideration after rekindling, and especially taking that big step in marriage. This is my second marriage, so
You got the insight.
no, just through my travels, But I'm definitely gonna say take your time. I think you would find your answer that way. There's no rush to marry after a month.
Vic, the married man.
I think it was all bogus from jumps. I think she's always liked Mario, and probably while she was with no, I'm sorry. She's always liked the new guy, Marcus. And while she was with Mario, was probably still thinking about Marcus because
She never got over him.
right when Marcus popped on the
Right.
scene, it seemed like it didn't take long for them to get it rekindled. And a year later, from the proposal, they get married. So
From what it seems like is Judy and Marcus had like a spark, a connection from before, and it didn't leave.
yeah, it never
It
left.
might have simmered down a little bit.
Yeah, but it never left.
It's like, when we link up, we link up. Like,
It was a year after the proposal,
but-
right?
Yeah.
Just
You fix
because
yourself in
they
that
had, why would you say that the spark is not there?
I didn't say
the
it was-
spark. There's something there just because they had something prior and they linked up again.
because it's like, what I'm saying is they
Could
might,
be a rebound.
but in that sense, how far do you take that rebound? Like how far can you push that rebound? So you saying that the marriage acceptance and the proposal was just because, well, I got hurt so bad, so let me go full steam ahead with this?
You never know. You never know.
That's what I was saying. Call was it Sunny Jean Lewis?
And if there is
Yeah.
something there, that's more of a reason to take it slow. Don't rush.
Well, hopefully we gave the person the answers they were looking for. So that right there, she was still liking do it. I don't care what nobody says. That's what that is. All right. So with that said, we want to go into our first topic, which is, what was it again, Maggie? You worded it best.
Oh, we're going to do if you have a loved one and you have some bad news that would change their life. Would you tell?
Just to be clear, this is life changing.
Yeah.
Like it's
Life
not
changing.
like your cat died in the driveway.
Right.
I don't know if you
No,
know.
life changing news. Would you tell them? Would you spare them?
So
or
like
would you
a
tell them?
situation, Maurice.
Oh, real quick before we go into it, give the callers, the viewers.
Oh,
number,
yes.
I
I'm
didn't-
sorry,
yep.
Boris. Let me get the number, please. I should know it by heart. I apologize. But in the
we
meantime,
should all know it's 516
Yeah.
900.
516-900-2278. If you guys want to call in and chime in and, chat with us like we normally do, call in. So go
We
ahead.
got a lot of first timers, but go ahead. What was you about to say?
A situation regarding that. Say,
Trying to put me on the spot. Go ahead. Fire flame.
if you was out somewhere,
Yes, sir.
you was randomly out somewhere, and you saw my wife with another dude, would you tell me?
Goddamn.
Would I tell you?
Yeah, would you tell me?
I'm going to FaceTime you.
Sit right.
You want to FaceTime me?
I'm going to FaceTime you.
So that
I'm going to
just-
sip my shake. Whoa. We're talking about loved ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like marriage.
You
like-
have to be
But this is my
that
man,
close.
though. Yeah.
I'm not questioning. Just you have to be that close to be in that position
Mm-hmm.
to make that decision.
But I'm going to FaceTime you.
You gonna FaceTime me?
Yeah.
You're gonna FaceTime Vic at that moment to
Boy,
show him his
I
wife
might
is
kill
cheating?
you and her. so you
Well,
FaceTime.
I'm going to
FaceTime.
FaceTime. I don't
Just
think
do it.
you 6'7", but your arms ain't
You
that
don't
long.
love him like that then.
Why?
Cause that's some real bad news to put from
Yeah,
somebody like that.
But
don't even-
see, based on, I'm glad
You know
said,
how
Don't
would
go
you
away.
put Vic?
But hold on. But I'm glad you said that, though. Reason being is because based on his answer, first thing he said was, I might kill you and her. Based on that,
Why?
but listen, based on that answer, that already tells me that if I just text it to him or if I call him and say, yo, XYZ, he's going to already hit me with the denial card like, nah, you wildin', I don't
Yeah,
believe
I
you.
probably would.
But if I FaceTime him,
Knowing
I'm
my
like,
wife.
yo, you
No,
see
I'm
it?
not texting my loved one.
But see, you have to.
No?
Yes.
No,
Look at
no,
that instance. And this is Vic. Mr. I don't compromise. He in the net.
That's some news.
But that's what I'm saying. You got to take in accountability not only who you telling, but the person's willingness to believe you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because if they don't believe you, then
Then-
you looking like the scumbag. Because now it's like,
You trying to mess
Yeah,
that
yeah,
thing up.
like you throwing shade.
Yeah, but FaceTime.
But I mean, you let him know as quick as you can, because like he
You
said,
could
he
take
may
a
not
picture
believe
and
it.
then a month later say, listen, Vic, I have this.
A month later, but
A month
Okay,
later.
but 2
the
days
damage that
later,
can
because
happen.
that's some news that's going to change his life.
But a month later, his wife already got her back.
Okay, that's
blown
fine.
out.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm
example.
going to
Sorry,
do.
Liz.
I mean,
I'm
hypothetically,
so, yeah,
hypothetically,
there you
that's
go.
not real.
Yeah, hypothetically.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Hypothetically.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do.
That's
What are
like,
you gonna do?
If I was somewhere and I seen one of you guys girls out with another guy, I'm going up to the table. I'm gonna sit down and see what the
do
temperature.
they have to be
Does he know
married or
you're
do they?
here?
Are they
married? If that's
It
your
don't
long,
matter?
right?
If
If I know that y'all been in a serious relationship, I can't turn the blind eye. Like I ride
Oh,
for my
it-
guys. That's the bro code. You
gotta
understand
be
what I'm saying?
married. You gotta be married for me to say
I'm
something.
saying like
Married only?
I'm gonna sit down and have a
If y'all just
conversation.
dating, I ain't telling you. I ain't minding my business.
Yeah.
But what if it's dating? but
If
it's not
that's
like
your
I'm seeing 8 other
people,
I'm minding my business.
But what if,
I'm minding my business.
Would you want
Okay.
that done to you though?
What?
If you were just dating
I
someone,
wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I'm pretty sure it's been done.
and you like whatever. That's
I'm
it.
pretty sure. But if I'm married,
Right.
yeah, I would like my loved one to tell me, of course.
this skin thick as hell, boy.
but
okay.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna have a conversation, especially if I like your spouse or your girlfriend. If I don't like her, I'm coming to tell you because I probably
that's-
already,
Game over.
I probably already warned you from jump that you shouldn't be with her, and that's just the ammunition I need.
So you
to
saying
get
it
this
for your
over with.
satisfaction?
No, just
And
because
you're changing someone's life.
Like,
For the better, if
for,
they're out here
for the
doing
better
that?
though, because I mean, who wants to be the man of a girl who's out there doing dirty work?
Okay, but you
I
said,
mean, nobody does, but you're
Right.
changing someone's life.
okay, hold up. Two things.
I think you have to
One,
be.
you 6'7". You could pull that Frank Lucas shit like you just gonna sit down.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down
What
and have
y'all
a good
doing?
old conversation.
You
Right?
6'7", you could do that. But anyway, now, more importantly though, you said it has to be only marriage though.
For me, yes.
Okay, so-
and even that, I'm going to be precautious with.
Okay, so what if it's not marriage, but like I said, this my man's right here, and he dating shorty or whatever, and I could tell that he got 1,012 feelings invested in shorty, like, yo, she the one, I know it, even though we just met. Like, not on no sucker for love shit, but, sucker for love stuff, but I'm saying, like he really into her, like, and, like, he see himself building a future, like, yo, I think she the one, XYZ. You still not gonna tell him because they not married?
Right.
Wow, Maggie.
Right. I would mind my business.
I'm glad I'm married. So you have
I would mind my business.
Yeah?
I would definitely mind my
So if me and you
business,
being childhood friends, and I was just dating the girl.
From the block.
Right, from the block, and I'm just dating her. But I've been with this girl 3 years, and you saw her with another dude. And
I'm minding my
dude
business,
might be
baby.
you just gonna mind your business.
Yes.
3 years.
Because I'm pretty sure you doing something too.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's how I'm going to
Let
look
me
at
look
it.
at that bullet that just.
Blast a line out the water.
Because that's very, it doesn't matter.
So only in marriage.
Marriage.
Yeah.
What about fiance?
It's investigation.
Fiance?
Marriage is a business as well. I mean,
What
that's
about
another
fiance?
topic. Fiance? No.
No?
You need a ring to
What?
care about it.
All right, so bust it.
Whoa.
That rock
Because
is
you
fat.
posted this question in the CHF group. If the bride was about to get married, right? You remember this one?
The bride was about to get married.
And you caught the bride having sex.
How far
I didn't
off?
post that.
No, you did. You don't remember the picture?
Okay.
The actual day of the wedding. Oh, you walk in, right? You walk in. This is your homegirl get married. You you know me though, we cool. But you one of her bridesmaids. You walking on her having sex with a guy. The day of. The day of.
That's my homegirl?
That's your homegirl. But you know
Oh.
me as well. We cool because
No, who's my loved one? Who's my closer? Who's mine?
She got the dress
bride?
on.
that's where your loyalty goes to her. Because you've known her longer. You know me from an extension of her. So you see her getting mopped up and you just gonna let that wedding proceed?
With the dress on and everything?
You never seen that picture
That's
on
a
Facebook?
real white dress.
Creamy.
So you're not gonna tell?
The wedding.
You just gonna let that
At
wedding
the
proceed?
wedding, though?
You got
At
your
the
teeth whitened
wedding.
for the wedding. That's nice.
Fuck thick skin. You got on the Batman costume.
At the wedding.
At the
though,
wedding, yo. You see her
know.
getting
I don't
smashed.
know.
Bulletproof
I
to
don't
take a
know.
missile.
Yeah.
That's difficult. That's difficult to be the bearer.
Difficult,
of the
right?
news,
Yeah,
yes.
that's.
Because first of all, if you're gonna drop some news like that, I'd rather sit you down and let you know I'm about to give you some bad news.
Well, you gonna drop a Funk Master Flex
No,
bomb?
and if you need proof, I would have taken
Wish
a
I had a
picture and
bomb
say,
right
Okay.
there.
you know, if you
Okay,
don't believe
bingo,
me.
right.
Because I've been there when it was boyfriend and girlfriend, and homegirl turned on me, but stayed with the male.
That's the same
And
thing
cool,
I
I
said.
respect it.
That's the
Right.
same thing I said.
But then I got shunned,
So
so I kind of lost in a way.
let me ask you a question.
So
again,
you
I
lost
didn't.
your friend behind it?
But then again, I didn't. Then again, I
Okay,
didn't.
so you probably
I'm
didn't need it
good.
anyway.
I'm
Let me
good.
ask you a
I won.
question.
But that's her loss.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Modern technology aside, what's the difference between taking a picture and this happened a month ago and FaceTime?
Because I'm gonna come to him respectfully and let him know I have bad news, and if he doesn't believe me, I'm gonna say I have something to show you.
He ain't believe me, and it's my man. But okay, now in that instance right there, right, that you said, what happens in?
No, I don't even know I would do that. That's crazy. I think if I'm able to tell my loved one, I think they should believe me.
All right,
I'm
so
not gonna sit
what
there
if?
and take no picture. No, I'm not doing all of that.
So all right, but what if you do take the picture and then you like, all right, it happened on Sunday. Monday you link up with him like, yo, I got something to tell you, and he like, yo, before you say that, yo, I just bought Shorty the Fat Rock.
That's
I'm about to
fine,
take it
that's
there,
fine.
like.
And you
But I
just
have some
gonna leave
bad
it
news
there?
to tell you.
Oh,
I have bad news to tell you.
well, that's what
But he
I'm
not
saying.
married yet.
Oh, if he's not married, I'm minding my
No,
business.
he's about to propose.
But he's about to
her.
propose though.
Right, he just bought the ring. He's
Oh,
showing you the ring.
at the time of my sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mo, come
And he-
on.
no,
Why
but
you
he-
making scenario words?
That makes it easy.
Then I wouldn't even be sitting there because remember they're not married.
But you ain't know though. He sprung it on you like you about to spring it on him.
Meaning, if they were already boyfriend and girlfriend, and I didn't know he was gonna propose, I wouldn't even tell him. I'm on my business.
But that's what I'm saying. What if on the day of you was gonna bring it to him?
But he's not married, so I'm not bringing it to him.
Damn, boy, it's a lot of chicks getting away with murder out here.
I mean,
Shout out to Maggie.
it'll be peaceful for the men too, right?
Nah,
Men
it's
slither.
like Vic said. It was the second episode. No man want to see his or even think about his shorty getting.
Yeah,
to
that's
the
a
men that
orangutan
slither,
about
to the
no-
men that
Yeah.
slither and play with two women. They
So
would
let me
like
ask
that.
you, Maggie. Let me ask you this. Say you found out your homegirl was in a relationship with a guy,
My
whatever,
homegirl was in a relationship with
with
a
a
guy.
guy for a while, 6 years, whatever. And she comes to you and tells you, "Yo, I got pregnant by another dude,
My homegirl was dating a guy, and
Yeah.
she comes to me. She got pregnant by
by
another
another
dude.
dude." And she's like, "I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might keep the baby." Would you let that play out like that, or you wouldn't give the other dude nothing?
Oh no, I'm not telling no.
But this is your home, like your ride or die, like she'll take
Oh,
a
the
bullet
guy's
for you.
my homeboy.
No,
Yeah.
wait, is the shorty?
No, the
she-
shorty's her homegirl. I
No, I'm
probably
not
would.
telling. I would speak to her,
Right.
But I wouldn't tell him.
No. Oh yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yeah, that's up to her. No?
Sometimes you really have to mind your business.
Yeah, because you could end up on the wrong side of that stick with that one. For real, I understand that.
What if he kills her?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Or for me opening my mouth.
possibility.
That escalated quickly.
You going to you the bearer of bad news.
You know what I'm
out.
saying?
Yeah, you brought
gotta be
judgment
careful.
on. Hey,
I think you just
See,
we should just
you
have
gotta
be
call her,
mindful.
Boris.
Okay.
We got a caller.
All right.
HimMeYouHer podcast. Who's calling?
This is Dre.
Hey, what's
Dre,
up, Dre?
top dog.
Is that top dog?
Hey, what's going? Well, yeah, this top dog.
What
What's
up,
going
Dre?
on? Yeah, no much. Just chilling.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to comment on telling your loved one, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead,
I think if it's like your best friend, it's your best friend, whether they're married or not, best friend. If you have loyalty to them, I think they have a right to know. I think like I'm like Vic, or I'm like, if I see my man,
Right.
girl with someone, I'll go straight up to them, be like, "What's up? Who is this? Do Vic know about this?
Right.
This,
Yeah, you see, because
person, blah blah blah."
Because you got to know the temperature, right? Because it might be her brother, it might be somebody else. So you want to go find out.
Exactly.
So let me ask you a question,
Exactly.
top dog. Would you do? Is there a would you approach because they're married, or you would approach boyfriend and girlfriend situation?
I will approach if it's both. like I said, my it could be like say if my best friend, we grew up from the hood, and I love my dude, and I see his girl that I know he's in love with, and they not married. It's just his girl he's in love with. He's doing everything for her. Some type situation like that. I will have to approach them because I don't want my man to get hurt. But only like Mo said, with the FaceTiming, instead of the face, I can understand why he's FaceTiming because that's his proof.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he don't want to go, hey Vic, such and such, and then Vic be like, yo, I don't believe you, man. Some people may think like you after their girl for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would approach him because I would want to know, and if she is cheating on my man, I got to get the proof. You know what I'm saying? I got to come back to like Vic and say, yo, Vic, I spoke to such and such. Even if I have to record it, then let him believe me that I'm not coming out just out my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, one more question before we. Now, does it matter if your homeboy, your loved one, is loyal or not? Or
What do you mean loyal?
Like loyal to you?
Meaning
like
to his woman.
If I know,
because a man could be real great to his
her.
woman and treat her good and still be disloyal. So, does it matter for you or no?
That's a good question,
you mean like if I know
if your homeboy's doing dirty work, yeah, like he out there doing him, but you see his girl.
He still wants to be with this woman.
Right.
That's the love of his life. Do you still mind your business? I mean, do you still put your input in it?
That's a good one, Max.
That's a great one, Max.
That's a good one.
Be honest.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I guess at that point I mind my business.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because my loyalty is to my man. Now, it'd be hard if I knew the girl a long time and knew my boy a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I would do in that situation. But if it's just my people that I know and they're being unfaithful,
right,
and I see her with another man, I think I would mind my business and just leave it alone.
Okay.
Damn, Dre, you supposed to still tell, brother. I don't give a damn what he doing. I'm
Really?
telling. I'm telling.
Yeah,
Damn, that's my man. I'm telling.
These bros ain't loyal.
I'm riding for my guys. That's the bro code, man. That's it, man. My loyalty with my guy, I'm telling. I don't care. Let her figure it out.
I feel you, Vic, but I'm just
sometimes
saying,
you have to mind your business.
If two people is doing dirt,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
what are you running back for?
Honestly, I'll feel bad. Like, Vic, me and you boys, we chill.
Mm-hmm.
You doing your thing, and I see, your woman with another man, and if I go back to you and tell you, and then you go back to her and say, yo, I'm cheating. I mean, you cheating, blah 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 blah. How could you even?
That's
like,
being a hypocrite.
I'll just be a hypocrite. That's all right. I'll be a hypocrite.
You're the bearer of bad news.
Yo, Dre, we appreciate your call.
Yeah,
man.
thank you, Top Dog.
No doubt.
Your emails, your calls, and we got them packages for you. Don't worry.
Yes.
No doubt. Y'all doing great.
All right.
I hope this lasts forever and keep doing a good job,
we
y'all.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Dre.
Top Dog.
We do too.
No doubt.
All right, good night.
Well, I know for a fact that if I was out with another girl and any of my wife's friends, especially her sister,
all
Tiara,
16,000 of them.
Damn.
if Tiara see me with another, Tiara's coming up to that table like, "What's up? Hey, what's going on?
My
who's
sisters?
this?
Oh yeah, I'm doing that too.
Who's
I'm doing
that?
that too.
Who's that? Where's she from? Oh, he's married, right? And she's giving it up.
Let me call my sister.
Yeah, she might just put Liz on FaceTime and just give it up just like
sisters,
that.
I'm doing that too.
Yeah.
There'll be hot sauce all over your infinity.
And even that.
And I ain't talking about red neither.
Yeah, you talking about red?
I'm talking about the baseball bat. You seen the video.
All right, well.
On the flip
Be the
side,
104th comment, please. You can win a T-shirt.
104 we doing this week?
Right.
All right,
Oh,
104th comment.
Side note, by the way, wherever Pretty Brown is, I know you watching. You can comment too. You ain't. Don't think you an outcast neither.
Tiara said we will have a real problem, and I believe her.
Now, keeping with the theme.
Like and share, y'all. Please like and share this video.
The theme of the bad news. Now, let's say, I don't want to say it's an extreme, but let's say up the ante a little bit. Let's say you caught your people's significant other with somebody of the same sex.
Ooh.
What?
What?
Say that again?
We got a caller?
Yeah, I think so.
Say that again?
Hold on, man. We got a caller.
Oh, okay.
HimMeYouHer podcast. Who's calling?
Talk to us.
Hello?
Hello?
They got to turn their volume down.
Hello.
No, they there. They just got to turn their volume down.
Hello?
Yes, you got to turn your volume down in the back.
Say hello. That B? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah.
we hear you.
Oh, wow. It was real low. That's what happened. Hey, what's going on? This is Rod D.
Rod D, good evening.
102 in the house. You already know. This Moomin for Vic.
Oh, yo, Moomin, what up, man?
Okay,
What's
moving.
good? What's goody, bro?
Ain't nothing.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in on what y'all was talking about.
You're more than
You know.
welcome.
Well, all right, cool. So, here we go. Right, now.
Hakeem, what up?
Yeah, you know.
That's the Jersey connection.
Yeah. So, the way I see it, if you really close to your friend, and he got somebody that he in love with, whatever the case is, and you see something like that, pretty much what y'all was talking about earlier, you know. Me being a friend, I would have to see what's going on. I was pretty much just agreeing with everything that y'all was saying here.
Right.
But to me, I feel like there's more. I'm invested with my boy. It depends how I met them and how they, you know, all that goes together. You know, I'm invested in my boy. So my boy's feelings is number one. Period. How he invested in her. You know what I'm saying. So what I would do is I would sit in the cut for a while he sit there and while his girl or fiance or whatever, whoever he in love with,
Right.
sitting there, I would sit there in the cut and I would watch and I would judge according to the human behavior. If I see that there's some attraction there, what's going on, I would go over there and I would say hi to her, just to say, oh, what's going on? What you doing here? You know what I mean? Because she obviously she might know who I am.
That's that service
So
shit.
I'd be like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? I said, oh.
He's in the
Okay, who's
Marines,
this? Is your
right?
friend?
Right, Moomin? Were you in the Army or the Marines?
I'm in the Army, yeah.
You see, you sit back and watch.
Let me
you
ask
see?
you a question. Moment, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, I got you.
After you tell your good friend the bad news and he stays with the woman, how would you feel?
I stand behind his decision. That's my boy. But as long as the truth is out there, it's up to him to make his decisions.
Right.
He can't make his decisions if he never know. You know what I'm saying? Now being that's my boy. He in love with her. Whatever the case is, I will approach the situation to get more intel to see if that's exactly what I saw.
You hear the words?
Now, does it matter does it matter if he's cheating or not?
In a way, yeah, it do change it a little bit. But being that is my boy,
you still will.
At that moment, I will sit there. Like I said, I'll get intel on what's going on, and I won't really approach it like, oh, who is this dude? Even if it came out like if she was dating him or she messing with him or if she kissed him or whatever, and I saw all that, I still won't approach it in that matter because I know my boy cheating on her. So what I would do is I'll keep it on a hush, and then I'll go back to my boy.
Right.
And I'll let him know what I saw.
Right.
I won't approach the situation any kind of crazy way.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Thanks for calling, man.
Yeah, no
Thanks
problem.
for calling, woman.
You know what to do, right? Share it with Jersey for me, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hakeem in the back, too.
All right, Moment. Take care.
All right, man. Thanks. Later.
Now, the only instance, right? Say I run into one of my wife's friends, and I see them with another dude. I don't know how I'm gonna react to that if I'm gonna mind my business or if I'm gonna go over there and see what's going on, or
If you see
one of my wife's friends.
one of your wives' friends,
Right.
but your loyalty's not to them, right?
No, but I would go back to her and be like, yo, I saw what's her face. Like that's the call me and her would have.
Right.
But I'm not gonna go to their man and be like, yeah, I saw it. Nah, that's mixy stuff, and I don't want nothing to do with that.
This dude, Aaron Haynes, he got a good point. Contradictory what you were saying. He said, if I can't tell my friend the truth, how deep is our friendship? So
Sometimes you don't want to hurt your friend.
To me, with all due respect, I respect Aaron's input. That has no bearing on my friendship.
What kind of friendship is that, though? You can't be honest. And
I can be honest.
So what
just
connection?
minding my business when it comes to that.
but when
what if they're gonna get hurt through it, though? Like, what if?
A friend is
It's life-changing news.
being there when they're hurt, when they fall,
Yeah.
helping them rebound.
Right.
That's a friend.
You also
And
gotta
me
protect
bear-
them.
I don't
you gotta say-
let
you
them
gotta
go
protect
through
it.
it. Everybody gets cheated on. It's not that serious.
Not if you can
Kevlar
stop that from
skin.
Now, if it's a
happening. That's
marriage
some-
to me, that's something serious because it's an investment.
Right.
But no, if it's not, if it's my friend and I know my friends respect this because I'm gonna be there when they fall. It's sometimes you gotta fall to walk again. And it's not. And if I lose friends over it.
Shout out to my boy Barry Bacon that just joined. Barry's in Japan, yo. So we
Oh,
reaching out a little bit.
nice.
Barry's in Japan. But
Like,
Mo, go
what
ahead.
happened?
I don't tell them.
Yeah.
What am I stopping? What am I? How am I hurting them?
I feel like you're watching them for because you know that they're
You
gonna
know,
come
9
to you when
times
it's
out of
done.
10, women takes them back, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
But
I'm going
that
to
don't
be,
depend on the woman though. Is it?
No,
every time.
nine times, yes.
But what happens when?
Yes.
Okay, but what happens when the
A
dust?
woman never finds out he's cheating and bounces. I'm sorry.
What happens when the dust settles in a different direction and it comes down
Unless
to
you know of one.
and it comes
If
down
you
to
do,
it comes down to you supposed
I
to be
wanna
my
speak it too
friend.
much.
Why you ain't tell me?
I am your friend. That's why I didn't tell you.
But if you could spare, you right.
I'm not sparing anything because it happened already. It happened already. How did I spare them? Unless I told up to him and say, listen, you don't chill out with this. I'm gonna speak to my girl.
Right. That's what I
That's
would do.
maybe I can do that, or I pass by. I'm like, yo, you good?
Yeah. If
You
that's
still,
my man's
you still
girl.
with Marie, or you still with
right,
blah blah
right.
blah.
If that's my man, girl, and we cool,
I'm not gonna
that's what I
tell
would. I'd be
her.
like, yo, I'm the point. We gonna like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
You telling or I'm
But,
telling?
again,
Somebody telling.
I have to be perfect to me
Right.
to do that. You can't be doing dirt and then try to check somebody else's dirt.
Right.
You got to be living a loyal relationship to do something like that. In my opinion, you can't. You can't
Yeah, if it's
just
on
mark
both sides,
somebody
stay out
down.
of it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It depends.
Now, depends. Now, like I was saying before, what if it's something?
Now, if it's my sons, and I see the girls cheat on my sons, boyfriend, girlfriend, or not, I'm telling my boys.
Yeah, that's a fact. But
Okay.
you're
That goes
supposed
That's
to-
family.
And yeah, I'm telling them. And I'm taking the video tape.
Oh, we FaceTiming now.
Facts. Because now you wasting my son's time.
Yeah, facts. All right, well.
But what
before-
if it's something on the flip side, as like you said, drastic, life changing, as the person that is cheating with somebody of the same sex?
That
It's not just
That's
Again,
just a-
the-
before we go into that topic, 516-900-2278. Go ahead.
No, no,
depends
see-
if they're boyfriend and girlfriend. If they're married, that, again, if it applies.
So it's not cheating unless they're married.
You know that's right? Yes, it's not. Technically, it really isn't.
So-
'Cause you're not married. He doesn't. Oh, she belongs to you. They really don't. When you go to W-2, you pressing single.
Look at Boris' face, boy. Boris ready to
You're
get
pressing
you, right?
single. You're not pressing in relationship.
Yeah, facts, but
It doesn't really matter.
If you
When
involved,
you're married,
it
it's an
means
investment.
something.
It's
Y'all are
this
serious.
business. It's business on the
Feelings will
table.
get time
So
has
don't
been
waste my
spent.
friend. It even depends with that too, because if there's children and there's a house,
Somebody
telling
being of
them-
the same sex, though. That's
Somebody calling.
it has to be a real tight
This
love
the
one like
last
my
caller
kids.
we're going to take on this topic because we definitely got to move on. HimMeYouHer, who's calling?
Oh, welcome.
Yvette.
Talk to us.
Hey, Yvette.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi, Yvette.
I'm good. Hey.
Talk to us.
Okay, so I just wanted to chime in on the discussion.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I feel like in this situation, I don't think that a real friend should say anything because you kind of put yourself in a problem when you open up your mouth and say something. I hear a lot of people saying they will walk over and check the person or ask what's going on, what are you doing? And that's a big mistake because if somebody's cheating, they're not going to say anything, and you're not going to be able to figure it out. If somebody's cheating, you're never going to be able to figure out when you go over in a few seconds, and you're not going to be able to understand who's cheating and if your man's girl is cheating or if your girl's man is cheating. You're not going to be able to figure that out in a couple of seconds. And so you risk passing bad intel to the person, and you don't want to really do that. So I would be afraid of giving my friend bad intel.
I
don't want to do that.
But let me ask you this, though, Yvette. Let me ask you this. Like the caller who called in before you said, what if you're sitting back and watching? And within watching for about 10 to 15 minutes, you could pretty much tell what's going on.
But you have to ask if that's what
no,
you do.
You can't. You really can't.
10 to 15 minutes?
No, you can't, because sometimes
the hand touching, the giggling,
that could be really innocent. Because I hang out with guys a lot, and I'm not sleeping with guys, and I hang out with them and I laugh. Like I'm active duty, and I'm IT, and I'm only with guys.
Right. But
there's no girls in my shop, and we laugh and we curse a lot, and so there's some guys. Some people may even think it like that. Like we're not even hugging, but we're laughing a lot.
Absolutely.
So we joke around a lot. And it's a group of us, but sometimes we go on food runs. Like we're in a 24-hour shop, and sometimes we can't. Like we don't really have lunch breaks, and we have to go out and get lunch for everybody. And sometimes it's just two of us that can go, and we're sitting down waiting for lunch. It really can look like. If somebody looked, they don't really know us. If somebody looked and they just drove around and they thought, we're just laughing and we're happy as hell to be out of the shop. And, they may think just because we're laughing. What I'm saying to you is you really could, in 10 minutes, you could really mistake something and you could pass some bad intel.
All right.
If you saw somebody hugging, and on the flip side of it, if you saw something, you still don't want to be in a position where you're passing that bad intel, because strong relationships, and my parents have been together for so long, strong relationships, they get by cheating. And they're going to find out, and relationships have to work themselves out. And they're going to work themselves out.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying every relationship. I'm not saying every relationship. And I'm not saying my parents did, I'm just saying that relationships get past certain things. And the reason my parents have been together probably over 50 or 60 years. And the one thing that the long relationships have had, and the reason they're very successful, is because they did not have people getting in between them. There was no people running to my parents to say my dad was doing this or my mom was doing that. There was none of that involved. In the old relationships that have been together for 20 and 30 years, there were no people involved. They managed to be successful without the people saying your wife did this and your husband did this.
But isn't that up to the person that's sitting there with the person? If I come over to be like, Vic, this is such and such for my job, blah, 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 blah. The introduction is everything.
I'm not answering to anybody.
You're not answering to me, but if your man is my good friend, you would want to make sure that your situation don't look funny, no?
I just feel like as a man, how is a man coming to ask a woman? I would not want my man's man questioning me or checking me on anything, because that makes me feel less of a woman. As a man, as a woman, I want to ask my man, because if you're wrong, I feel very violated, especially if I'm a thorough chick and I'm a good to my man. You just violated me. And now I want to go home and tell my man to fucking check his man. Excuse me, I shouldn't have cursed. Now I want to tell my man, your friend just violated me. Like, why is he checking me like that?
But what if he didn't come and check you?
Especially if I'm innocent. So you run the risk of doing a lot, is all I'm saying. You run the risk of, when you approach somebody, you run the risk of making me feel very embarrassed. You run, especially if I'm not even thinking of doing that to my man, because I love him so much. and I'm down for him, you
She
run the
sounds
risk
so
because you
passionate.
feel some kind of way. You run the
but
risk
it's
of
not
making
about
me
feeling
feel
some
some
type
kind of way.
It's about if I come over, and I'm not coming over on, yo, who's this, who's that. I'm just coming
It
over to
doesn't
say
matter.
hi to
You
you.
still
So I
came in-
shouldn't come
What
and,
she's saying-
so I shouldn't come and
what
say
she's-
hi.
No,
No,
it
what
doesn't
she's
matter.
saying is
You
you
still
never
came
know.
over there because you thought I was cheating, and
Right.
that's your hang up.
No, I
and
came
I'm
over there
not
because
feeling
I
that.
know you and I came to say hi.
No, you didn't.
No,
you just
you
came
said you
over
would
because
come
you
over-
want to know the dude
No,
I'm.
but if
You just said.
say
but
your
keep it
man
100.
is my homeboy and you
It doesn't
dating my
matter.
homeboy,
You-
I see.
you
Like I
should-
can't
you know
come
what you
say
should
hi to
do?
you.
Yeah,
that's
you
your
could.
approach, yes, of course.
Right.
Unless you do that,
But that's
unless
a-
you do that to me, check it out. Unless me and you got that kind of relationship where you come and say hi to me when I'm with women, and you come say hi to me when I'm by myself.
Right.
If you always come and say hi to me, I don't have a problem with it. Then everything is everything.
Yeah, that's my
But
man.
if you came to say hi to me only because if you never do that, if me and you not like that, and you came and say hi to me just because I'm with a guy, and you, because we're grown now and we know what's up, and you came over there just because you want to know the dude that I'm with, and me and you know it's what's up because we're not stupid. Now I feel violated, and when you come to my house because you and my man are cool, and now you come to my house and we cool like that, now I feel some kind of way when you want to be in my company. Because I feel like you thought I was cheating on the man that
Right.
I love,
I get what
who
you're
happens
saying,
to be
Yvette.
your man.
What she's
And now
saying-
every time we're together, our situation is funny now. So you guys, when you want to go and approach women like that,
But I'm not
you really
approaching you. I
got to
just
watch
came
what
to
you're
say
doing. You just
That's not what you were saying,
it's
though.
just
You
high
said you
is
was approaching
cool.
because you thought they were cheating. Remember?
Yeah,
All right,
you gotta
Yvette,
be
thanks for
honest
calling.
with
Thanks for
yourself.
calling, Yvette.
And what Yvette is saying is...
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
just,
no,
I'm
you
just
good.
giving my
You
2
good. It's nothing
cents. You
personal.
feel what
It's
I'm
just
saying?
everybody has
we,
their own
we
opinion on
understand
it.
it. Yes, and I agree with you, Yvette. I do.
All right.
All right,
Cool.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yvette.
All right.
All right, take care.
She sounds so
And it take a lot for Maggie to agree with you.
All right,
Just saying.
let's
I'm just
dig
saying.
into that next stage of the topic.
Oh, with the same sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into the gay and lesbian topic, and before we do, we want to say that
Damn.
everything that you hear is just people's opinion on the matter. It's
I love
nothing
them all.
for anybody to
I
take
love them
personal.
all.
You love who you love. Live and let live. You like who you like. Nobody's
Yes.
judging you for that. We're just having a topic on the matter and on
It
certain
has just been
areas of the matter.
accepted by law, and it's more pronounced,
Right.
and it's something to talk about, like anything else.
So go ahead, Mo. Touch it. Pause. You ain't got time for that.
My bad.
Oh, that you said pause.
Right on time. No, what I was saying was,
Same sex.
and it goes back to what we was talking about before, is because the homosexual topic is life changing in itself. You know, with the people being able to accept it and X, Y, Z. So the fact that somebody's cheating on you with somebody, not you, I'm saying somebody's cheating on you with somebody of the same sex, is that grounds for, well, your friend.
There's no difference from the same sex.
So it wouldn't
Still
open
cheating.
your eyes a little more if you seen your girlfriend's man kiss another man?
It
Would
has
I
to.
tell?
It has
It's the
to.
same thing.
No, it's not.
What's the? To
No,
me
it wouldn't
is.
open your
What's
eyes
the
a little
difference?
more. Like
What's
it's the same to
difference?
see him kiss a girl to kiss a man.
What would be the difference?
The difference is like you said earlier, that if she's in denial, she was still, he cheated XYZ, but she'll still take him back. Now, if homie is swerving with another dude, you know what I'm saying? Now it's a couple
Now, let's
pieces
say
of the
she
puzzle
knew.
missing.
Let's say she knew. Let's say she knew, because they are, but I believe
Yeah, that's a
it
fact.
has to be a possibility that sometimes
picked up
they
on something.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, she
So-
knew before it
It's
happened.
like if me and you was dating and I knew you were cheating in prior. There's signals, there's signs, there's some ways that I've caught you in. Come on.
Meaning
She knew what-
she knew dude was down with the swirl and she still choose to be with him?
I mean, aren't men okay with their women being
That's-
bisexual?
We gonna
Why
touch
is that
But Mo,
accepted?
let me
Why
go
is
ahead.
that accepted more than same sex on men?
Because it's different.
But,
But
that
it's
comes down
not.
to how
But it's
homosexuality
not.
makes you feel, though. Because
Right.
if
But it's
cheating is
not.
cheating.
Yeah,
not.
it's
It's just a
cheating.
person. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It just looks a little bit.
See, but okay,
But
that's
to each
that's
his own. To each his own. That's just my opinion. To each his own.
Hey.
But let me ask
No,
you
but
this.
I want to know, why is it more accepted?
I mean, because I'm a
it
man.
looks better?
My vision on it is
Why is
different.
it accepted for you?
Because that, for me or in general?
For you?
For me,
Selfish reasons.
I ain't been down that road yet, so I can't.
You accept? Do you accept lesbians or
Yeah.
bisexual? Okay. Do you?
I mean, I really don't see like the whole gay. I mean, not from an ignorant standpoint. I'm just saying I don't really like.
When I say accept, meaning you see your homeboy, your loved ones cheating, their partner cheating with the same sex.
Mhm.
Is it a difference for you, or does it matter?
No, to me that situation is more crucial because that in itself is a whole different dynamic.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Let me.
What's the difference?
Wait, break the
So-
What's the
dynamic down.
difference?
So let me. Okay. So AIDS is more booming in the homosexual community or the same-sex community?
Same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
When last time you been in Atlanta? No shade to Atlanta. Ain't
That's
nothing
crazy shade.
But do you have the stats for that though?
No shade.
It's the same thing. You if a dude is kissing a dude, what's the difference between you kissing a woman? Put
But
your mouth
that
on.
comes
This
down
is
to the
this-
person using like unprotected sex, so that's how it gets
Fluids are
transmitted.
being
So
bodily fluids are being exchanged.
Yeah.
There's no difference to me.
I think that to some females,
Now, if my husband's
The-
cheating on with a man, I'm sorry.
You're done.
I'm bouncing.
right? See, but
there you go.
Your forgiveness with a female is here compared to him with a man. You're not having it. It's down. It's on the bottom. Like you might work it out with the female, but he's cheating with a man. You're like, done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
why is that?
But to shift from that though,
Come on.
He's been with you up
Yes,
until
he
that
likes
point.
men. I'm not competing
But
with
the-
men.
Why can't he
Yeah.
like both? He's been with you up to that point.
Why can't he like both? Come on.
nah, man.
But
we
you
not-
just said
You're
about
playing
the
devil's advocate, I
acceptance.
hope.
There's no devil's advocate.
I hope you're playing devil's advocate because
Talk that snot.
he's attracted to both genders.
Yeah.
I'm not handling. I can't
But
do
you
that.
just said a minute ago that it was acceptable. Why isn't it
It's-
acceptable?
That's
I'm
an
sorry.
entire community. That's
It's
one letter in the whole
meaningful.
thing.
Men accept lesbians easier than to accept homosexuals.
Yeah, males.
Yes.
Yeah. But let me piggyback off of that, Mo and Jonathan. Let me ask y'all,
So,
your friends that you guys have known for years. You know, you've sandboxed pre-K, high school. You know, one of them come to you and decide to come out of the closet and let you know that he's gay. Does that change the dynamic of your friendship?
not at all.
A little bit.
Okay, well, me personally, I'll say no. It's the same person.
Right.
We had a connection from
Absolutely,
the start
I
to
agree.
that point. That's
Right.
just like another layer to them that I didn't know about.
Right.
So if
I
you're gonna
agree.
tell me about it, it's like, okay, cool. Let me learn who you are, like
Right.
fully, because you were
Right,
holding
right.
back that whole
Right.
time.
Right.
And you can't like that. Growing up like that, like that's an experience. We won't understand it.
Right.
So like that has to mean something. Like there's so many pressures already.
Right.
Like we can, as young black male, right? I got an experience that young white male isn't gonna know.
Right.
So young straight male has an experience that a young homosexual male doesn't know. So you gotta like open arms. You gotta understand it. Because what's the point of throwing out more hate?
Right.
Like what are we gonna gain from that?
That boy good.
Yeah, but you good,
That boy
right?
good. That boy good. He made me tear up just now. That boy good.
Go ahead, Mo.
Well, after all that,
And this is the male perspective, though.
So look, babe, what's up?
for me, a little bit, yes, because it's a different dynamic for me.
Definitely.
Like as a male.
Male.
A man's
male?
man.
Just
A
let me
man's
extra
man.
wide.
A man's man.
You know what I'm saying?
A male.
A male's man. A man's man.
Like
Yeah,
a man amongst men, like a man of men.
As a man's
Superman.
man, like, you know, there's certain things that you do as boys that you can't really do.
Yes, you can.
Oh, wait, let me
And
ask you
and-
this.
and
No,
nine times
wait,
out of
don't-
10,
wait,
the
wait,
homosexual
Maggie, I
not
can't
gonna
let you
end
get
with
this
one.
one.
Please,
I
please
can't
let
let you
me
get this one.
Please
I
let me
can't
get
let you get this one. Like, you can't.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't care what no.
have fun with
Hold on,
somebody,
let
you
me
don't
finish.
have to.
No, let me finish
Fred
because you
Hunter is crazy.
you cannot put yourself in the male perspective. I'm sorry, you're a female. Not being misogynistic, but I'm saying from
No,
a,
I'm being. Now I have to be human.
Hold on. No, it's not about
Wait,
being
wait,
human.
wait, wait,
It's
wait,
about
let me
being
finish the point, let me finish the
a
point, let me finish the
man.
point.
About
nah,
being
you gotta
a
look at it
man.
from a man's
Okay.
it's different
From a
for us,
man's
Maggie. It's
perspective,
different.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is,
Maggie,
It
it's
shouldn't
different.
be. It shouldn't
But
be.
it shouldn't- what
if
it
it's
should
not
be-
violating you or your space, it's none of your business.
No, and I don't care who he's sleeping with.
It's not about
It
personal
just
stuff. It's
kind
as
of
a
changes
man.
the dynamics of our friendship.
Exactly.
Like, let me give you an instance. You know Treb and Chaz,
Right.
both our friends.
Speak on it.
If Treb and Chaz decided, and no, nothing to y'all, I love y'all, to tell me that one day they're funny, I gotta look at them like, why are you just telling me this? Number one, right? And it's gonna shift a little. I'm gonna still love them. We still gonna hang out.
Exactly, but as a man,
But it's just certain things that are not the same
Well,
no
of course,
more.
because y'all have nothing in common anymore.
Right, which we did have in common for a long time.
So
I
where did
thought,
that go?
and I just got kind of bamboozled.
All right, well, let me say this. You said there's certain things that like you can't. That's not gonna fly no more, right? Mm-hmm. Are those things not gonna fly anymore because, all right, you found out he's gay, and you're not gonna do those around him. You're not that dynamic is different because those interactions have like homosexual undertones that you're not comfortable with. If he's gay and you're doing it, not doing something. He's gay and you're doing the same thing.
Go ahead, Mom. I'm sorry.
It's
Like,
not
why-
that.
okay,
It's
yeah.
not that the homosexual undertone. It's not that. It's just that as men, you know, we have this camaraderie, this bromance, whatever you want to call it. There's a million words for it. Whatever you want to call it.
companionship?
There's certain. What?
Like a brotherhood. You said?
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
There's certain ways that men, you walk through life like following a certain path. Now, no disrespect to anybody, but when you are homosexual, you don't have the same tendencies, you don't walk the same path as a regular dude. Like if we all talk
Of course not.
but this is what I'm saying. That's what changes the dynamic of a friendship.
Not really,
What-
because I
what
have
path-
lesbian female
See, but
friends.
to Mag,
Not
see
a
to
dude,
you.
Maggie.
No, one second.
Go ahead.
I have female lesbian friends that I don't see nor hang on a regular basis because we do different things.
You always knew they was
But we-
lesbian, or they one day just popped it on you?
Either or. You're still gonna be their friend though.
Oh no, I'm
not
still gonna be
saying
his
not.
friend.
But I'm
But
saying,
it's just a little. It
Yeah.
shifts a little bit. It has to.
Would it have shifted had they never came out to you?
No, because we still the
Yeah,
same
you
people.
wouldn't know.
Yeah, I
Y'all
wouldn't know.
are the
But then it's that
No,
one fact.
he's the same person, but it's
Yeah.
just something about it, just a little
Yeah.
different. It
Then-
just
Then that wouldn't be from his side. That would be from your side.
from my side, yeah,
Because
Yeah.
it makes you uncomfortable.
right.
All right. So how does the path change, and what about
I
it
don't-
makes you uncomfortable?
I don't care who he's sleeping with.
All right. Beyond that, then.
Right,
Because
it's
if that,
right.
You don't care
That's
about
his
that,
damn
boom.
business. I don't care about
exactly.
that. It's just the fact that
what you doing?
the things we were doing before we can no longer do.
Well,
And let's say I wasn't married. Let's say I wasn't married. We going to clubs. We hanging with chicks. We
Weren't married.
yo, I got her. Yo, play side man for me. Like all that was a lie.
Your wingman is
no,
gone.
it wasn't
was
a
working?
lie.
No, it wasn't a lie.
It wasn't a lie.
I mean,
It was a
unless
lie.
unless
No,
he's
it
that
wasn't a
good to
lie.
pull.
If it's not the truth, then what was it?
Well, let me ask you a question. You think they're born that way, or you think it's?
I don't know.
So that's why you
I
can't say it's a
I
lie.
don't know.
Then you can't say it's
I
a
really
lie.
don't know if people are born gay. Like I don't agree with the statistics that are out there about and the findings that they've come up
I
with,
think
but
you
I don't
are.
think so.
Nah, like I said, I have nothing against homosexuals. Like
No, me
we
either.
have a gay cousin. Like I love him to death. He don't live in the state, but you know what I'm saying. He goes through his trials and tribulations just
Right.
like anybody else.
And that's
Like,
because of the ignorance of people. But
Yeah.
The
right.
surrounding mentality.
Right.
Taxing.
yeah, and I don't feel no different about him. Like we still love him to death. Well,
Like I had my
Yeah.
first, like when I was 23, I used to be a bouncer. And one of my first experiences, I worked at this club in the Bronx. One night, this lady I used to work with called me and said, yo, you want to work at this club tonight? I'm like, all right, cool. The club was called the Warehouse in the Bronx. Now, to my surprise,
dum dum dum.
when I get there, and she explained to me that it was a gay club. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I get there and I see dudes that look like the dudes that I hang with. Timberlands, baggy jeans, do-rags, fitted hats. And it was a shocker for me because this is the first time I've seen it.
Up close.
And this is when all the down low dude stuff was coming out with, in Atlanta, and I seen it with my own eyes. It made me think like what we're talking about now. Damn, one of my dudes might be doing this, because Lord knows how many of those guys in that club had girlfriends or had a wife or had kids with somebody. It really bugged me out. It bugged me out to see that. Like, not all of them are, the fancy ones you see with the
flamboyant?
right, flamboyant.
A bit more
Thank
masculine
you.
on the
right,
exterior.
they were masculine, just like me, deep voices, everything, but they were just.
But then, all right,
Yeah.
let me cut you.
Go
That
ahead.
alone, I feel like that shows you a spectrum. If you could, like the person, how you want to express yourself, you be flamboyant, you be whatever. It's who you are. You express yourself how you
Right.
feel. You're comfortable. You go.
See,
So-
but at that age, I never went back to that club. And they paid more than any club I went to. But it was my ignorance at the age of 23. Like,
Right.
I'm not working around these dudes. Now I'm almost 40. Listen, give me that bag. So all that. I don't care what y'all do. But at that age, my ignorance wouldn't allow me to go back. Like, I'm searching these dudes, and they're like, hey, like, you know, like,
Right.
laughing because they know I'm nervous. So they making a joke out
They
of it.
smell blood in the water.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? So that ignorance at that age wouldn't allow me to go back. Now it's different. I don't care who you with. I may not agree with the circumstances of it, but it's not for me. It's not a thing for me.
It's like it's weird because I feel like gay people aren't anti-straight, so it's like not say like completely anti-gay,
Right.
but like feel like they don't care. Forget like who we sleeping with, who we talking to, whatever. You know, it's the person. And back to talking about like a spectrum, how you express yourself one side or the other. Also like the extent, so like you talking like dudes on down low, right?
Yeah.
Shame probably made him like hide that. So you talking about if you were the guy like all this time, then tease on you. It could be both. Could be down with both. But it's a spectrum. I don't think it's either black or white. Nothing's black or white.
Right.
Everything's a gray area.
Right.
So, but it's just to understand the mentality of a person that like lives in that gray area at all times. That doesn't settle for black or white.
Right.
You got to see that.
When you have, I didn't mean to cut you.
No, you good.
When you been rocking out with somebody for so long, and you used to doing things a certain way, like we hoop it up at the gym and we go bag chicks together, or we hit the strip club, or whatever. That dude comes out the closet on you. It's not necessarily a ignorant thing. It's more of an adjustment period. Because I don't care who you are, you have to adjust and to shift to somebody else's lifestyle if that's your right hand.
Right.
I'm saying you can't.
How much adjustment and shift me you really doing?
What do you mean?
What's going on in your life? What adjustment am I getting? I'm not really adjusting.
Because you have to
It
deal.
don't matter to me. It doesn't affect my life at all.
If that's your right hand, though, and you
My
be with him
right
every
hand?
day, yeah, there's definitely an adjustment period.
I guess it's different for men.
Definitely
it's different for
Because
men
men
and
do
females.
different
Like
things than
a lot of the
females do
females in the
different
comment are
things.
saying, and I'm like, this is just me. It's from a man's point of view. Like, and some men don't agree with me, and that's fine. But this is just my point of view.
Aaron
Go ahead.
Haynes is the 104th comment.
Okay, cool.
Wins
Shout
the
out to
t-shirt.
Aaron for the
Please
t-shirt.
email
You're the
us
winner.
at HimMeYouHer@gmail.com and let us know your size and where to
Right.
deliver
You know,
that.
it's and we grown up on the block with females who were lesbians. I'm not gonna say their names. And it wasn't as shocking to me as I got older because that's what I was used to being around. They was one of the homies. So it wasn't a bug out to me when I seen it. Now going forward up as my life goes on and I see the guys, it's different to me. When I first finally seen it, it's different. The females were, because I'm just used to playing ball with them. You know who I'm talking about and all that stuff. So it wasn't nothing.
How would that shift your
What?
okay, put it like this, like you say you grew up on the block. How would that shift the way you feel or think if dude you looked up to on the block, like
You got a caller? Somebody about to light some fire up here right now. HimMeYouHer was calling. That's just a female. Guarantee. You got to turn your volume down in the back.
All right, I'll move it away from it.
Okay, there you go. Who's calling?
Jessica,
Hey, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica. Good evening.
Hello.
what's going on, my people?
All right, chime in, Jess.
What's up?
Listen, I think that it doesn't matter, what you are, who you are. Love is love.
Exactly.
It ain't about color. It's not about who you with. That's a bunch of bullshit. Like, you can't say that you grew up with somebody all your life, but the fact that they're gay now, or you just finding out that they're gay, that'll change their relationship with you.
So let me ask you something, Jess. You grow up with somebody and you find out they're a serial killer.
No, you
No.
cannot.
That's a change in lifestyle.
That's far from. That ain't even nowhere near. It's nowhere near.
That's a change in lifestyle, though. That's a change in lifestyle.
Nowhere near. That's a whole. That's now you want a whole different topic. That's for next Sunday.
Serial killer.
You want a whole different. You want a whole different topic though. Like,
Not saying gay people.
we talking about being gay. We talking about you finding out your friends is being gay.
Okay, but
let's stick to it.
But I'm coming from a man's perspective. You're coming from a female's. I respect what you're saying, But you also got to respect what I'm saying. If I don't agree with it and it's make me feel funny and I want to shift it a certain way, then that's me. I'm not knocking nobody for who you like. Be with who you want to be with. Love is love. It's all good. But nobody can knock somebody if they feel a certain way about a situation. Because we all don't agree.
But you can't really say that you loyal to that person. You a loyal friend, and you gonna be a loyal friend if you gonna switch up on them. Why you switching up just because they want the D?
No, I'm not gonna switch
No,
up.
he's what the guys are saying. The dynamic of the friendship would change, meaning they won't go to strip clubs. They're not gonna play ball together no more, even if he's a baller.
Come on, if you you've been balling with your friend all your life, you're not gonna ball with him.
I'm not gonna stop balling with him. No, we still gonna ball.
So how would the dynamic of friendship change?
It's just certain things. It would have to happen for me to tell you, but I know it ain't gonna be the same. I know that for a fact. It's not gonna be the same, and I'm not gonna be rude to him. I'm not gonna be nasty to him. You can't tell me what's bull. This is me.
That's bull. That's bullshit. If you talking about you've been playing ball with this dude and you've been on leagues with him all your life, been doing tournaments all your life. All of a sudden you find out he gay and now you don't want to be. Now you don't want to be on the same team.
No, we could be on the same team, but people stop talking behind religions. You understand what I'm saying? Like people stop talking behind religion.
I don't do those. I'm not sure. I'm just
saying. You understand what I'm saying? So it's deeper than that.
You're right.
Right?
You're right, yeah.
Like Muslims don't talk to certain, like people stop talking behind that. And that's their.
Well, okay, now you don't went on a religion tip.
But it's just saying.
I mean, it's right. To each his own. To each his own. It is what it is. You are who you are.
I have gay friends.
He's not really saying that he's going to cut the friendship off. What he's saying is the dynamic of the friendship will change. The phone calls won't be the same.
Right.
They're hanging out time, but if he needs them, would you be there for him?
If he's like, yo, I'm stuck.
Right. That's what I want to know.
If my homeboy came out the closet and whatever, and he's like, yo, I'm stuck somewhere, come pick me up. Well, I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to pick you because you told me you gay. No, I'm coming to pick you up.
That's beyond.
I'm coming to pick you up.
All right.
No, I'm not going to shit.
All right. I was about to say, like, you cannot switch up on your loyalty.
I'm not shitting on nobody. We still friends. If we were friends from then, we still friends now.
Okay, so the dynamic.
Right, but certain things change.
Okay, with certain things change. Okay, because I'm like, where your loyalty at then if y'all been friends forever? You know what I mean? You can't just be like, I'm not about to be your friend because you like the D now.
Right.
I know, of course, that a lot of things, it will change, you know what I mean? Because y'all done talked about different shit. You know what I mean? Like, listen, my daughter's a lesbian. You know what I mean? Cool. I let her ground that she walk on. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing that she do is gonna ever change the fact that she's mine. You know what I mean? I accept her. I accept her girl. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Like you can't help who you love. You can't help who you fall in love with.
You're right.
Thank you, Jess.
Thank you, Jessica.
All right, my peoples. Love y'all.
You know what to keep doing, right, Jess?
Yep.
What?
You already know.
Say it.
Liking, sharing, posting, following. A lot of my homies is watching it right now, right here in the Rock. So
thank you.
We all in.
All right.
All right, bye.
Thank you. Aaron Haynes, you are the winner for the 104 comment. Please let us know your info.
All right.
To clarify, it wasn't Supreme just dead the whole friendship.
A lot of people got that confused, right?
Yeah. It was, and the point you're trying to make with the Muslims and the serial killer was it's an adjustment period.
Right.
Like you're not just gonna be like, oh, you gay? Cool, we out.
Yeah.
Why not though?
Like it's going.
Cause it's a shot. It's a shot. That's not a normal. That's not like saying, oh, I'm a vegetarian. It's a shock factor.
Who cares? Okay. I guess the way people like receive it different ways. Because I've had friends come out to me and I was like, all right, cool.
Right. If I just met you, like Mo's your cousin.
You definitely have to have an open mind.
That's the thing. Just tolerate and respect.
Mo's like, yo, this is my cousin Jonathan, and only he told me he's gay. All right. What's up, John? We good. Because I didn't know. This is how I met you. But if we've been down since the ground, and you come and tell me, it's a shock factor.
Yeah. Let me ask you.
Boris, you got a mic over there, Boris?
Let me ask you. Would it be different for you?
It would be different, and I think I understand like what the points are being made. Because, for example, like there's a lot of things that we do when you make a comment, right? And off natural reaction, just as joking, we say pause.
Right.
Now you have a friend that's gay, and you think like, oh, my fault, that offend you?
Yeah, right.
And now you automatically like, oh, like I don't know. It's like a timid. And like you said, that's the adjustment period where you're like, all right, maybe I shouldn't say that. I need to find out what bothers me, what doesn't. So that way we
the dynamic for your friendship on the same.
It changes, but that doesn't, like, I get what they're saying. Like, it changes, but it doesn't mean, like, yo, we not cool, you're not my man.
Right.
Okay.
It just
Oh,
means,
my
like,
man.
now
Like, a nigga not going to be able to walk up to you and punch. I'm rocking him still.
Right. Like, I get what Vic was saying. Like, you need to know, like, all right, there's certain things I need to learn how to, like, maneuver.
Like
when,
he was saying.
when you my man's now.
I gotta watch my mouth.
Okay.
I gotta watch
Okay.
how I say certain things. You know, like, it's an adjustment period.
I guess in that adjustment period, it, like, things are revealed. Like, okay, are you saying, like, we say pause?
Yeah.
It upsets somebody if they're gay, right? Well, now I guess you see the potential for that to, like, be disrespectful
Why
to someone.
do we have
And
to
if
say
you're
that? Pause.
to,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. But I feel like
It's
that
a man thing, Gina.
it's a, I don't okay. Honestly, I'm gonna
saying
disagree.
that
I don't know
back
if you say
then.
it's a man thing because I don't say I'm male. I got a white people,
Right.
so I'm chilling. But
You working Soho, though, bro.
yeah.
I hate
You a
but
little different.
That's like I understand it. You say pause. It's like I feel like because you're trying to like protect yourself from
Stay hot.
like being. You're trying to protect yourself from, like I was saying before, a homosexual undertone being
Right.
attributed to you,
Right.
and that makes you uncomfortable.
Right.
But I feel like it's like you know you. It's like you know who you are. You shouldn't have to say that. So you say something like I don't know, like somebody call you a coon or something, because like somebody has a term
the new thing,
and it
too.
upsets you because you're black. Like
It's almost, but if you think about it, like, let's say like a white person was showing around you have your white homeboy that's, you know, it's cool, and then they was like, "Ooh, I'm catching the itis." You know they not trying to say they catching the nigga itis.
Right.
But they just saying the itis.
What
It's
you
just-
mean?
It's in joking terms.
That's
You're not
true.
automatically gonna be like, "Oh, you a racist now?" Like, nah,
That's
it's just
true.
like, oh,
Right.
like I didn't even think about it. Like, I'm just used to we all say we got the itis now. I'm about to go to sleep. So I feel like it's one of those things. It's just used to being in the joking sense. That now, once you have like, once your man's comes out and say, "Yo, I'm gay," you're like, "Oh, all right." Once after you did it, now you thinking like, "Oh man, like did I? Like, was that wrong?" Like, and
I'm glad
I-
you, I'm
and
glad
to-
you brought that up.
Well, maybe you can't say itis because you say pause, and that's like dismissing everything gay. You say itis, that's not dismissing everything black. That's a term that black people use.
Yeah.
So
I'm
that-
glad,
that's- I
I'm
feel
glad
it's a
you
little
brought that up
different.
though, because with the heightened sensitivity with the homosexuality topic, being that everything
Like and share.
that spoke about in terms of homosexuality is such a touchy topic. What happened to the alpha male
I'm
persona?
not going there. I'm not ready for that yet.
What you mean?
I'm still here.
What you mean?
I ain't dig. I don't want to dig yet. I'm still here.
So why you ain't did?
I want to piggyback off of what Jessica said about her daughter.
Hit him with it.
Her daughter being gay. I have 2 boys, and I have a daughter. Right?
Oh yeah, how about that?
And before this comes out, please listen. Don't start talking crazy. I'm a man's man. I was raised as such. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I was raised around men. This is what men do. This is what men don't do. If my boys came up to me and told me they was gay, in a sense, I would probably, for the moment, and maybe for a little while until I learn to gather myself and get over it, I would feel like I failed as a father. Because we're here to raise men. You understand? And not to say that they still can't be men because they're gay, but the characteristics of a man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for instance, Magic Johnson's son.
Oh.
I don't know. We got a phone call? Oh. I don't know
Please
how
call.
I would react to that. Being a man's man. Seeing my son run around with the hay, you know the extra.
Yeah, I mean, but that's also attributed to your West Indian background. 'Cause
Right.
you know, West Indian people are, I don't want to say super homophobic, but they just don't play that.
And I don't have nothing against them. You be who you be. But my sons, it would mentally... and anybody who's a father in these comments, anybody watching this show, 9 out of 10 fathers are going to agree with me. No father raises their child,
Phone call?
their son. Oh, we got a phone call. I'm going to definitely get back to this. HimMeYouHer, who's calling?
Hi, this is Ken.
Who?
Ken,
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, how you doing?
I'm all right.
What's up? Talk to us.
Okay, so listen. I hear what you're saying, Vic. I get it. I have a son raised around men, brothers, uncles, cousins. If that's what you're going to be, that's what you're going to be. Like, I didn't dress him up in no frilly tutus.
Right.
He played basketball, soccer, football. If that's what you, and you know what? He didn't do it when he was here with me.
Right.
It wasn't something he felt comfortable doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like if I pushed him away when he came out, he would never come back to me.
Right. But hold on, not because it be
Is this
clear, I
coming
would
from-
never
is this
push
coming-
my sons away. I wouldn't push them away. It would be an adjustment
No, I'm not
period.
saying push him
Okay,
away.
go ahead.
I'm saying put up a wall.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Your kids know you. They of you from you.
Mm-hmm.
So however you're feeling, whatever's going on with you internally, your kids didn't just, you know, they're not infants. They grew up to be, they read your behaviors.
Right.
So they know you're not embracing them the same way you were 2 years ago, 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny because, especially at that age, when kids come out, 21, 22, they going off, they having their own life. That's why there's that demographic is at a high rate for suicide, a lot of depression. Because, especially in the Black, Hispanic community, it's something that we frown upon, especially when it comes to men. We embrace the women in the lesbian community, but the gay, we don't do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a double-edged sword. Like,
It is, because I have a daughter also. But it would hurt me more. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll wait till you finish.
no, I'm listening.
It would hurt me more to see my son come out like that, and it would be an adjustment period for me. And I don't care what anybody in these comments say. Or if you're a father, you want, when you're raising son, like everybody's father's a dream to have a son to play basketball, to do this, to do that. And for that whole dream to be shattered,
But gays do play that too.
no, that's
your dream.
I understand what
That's
you're
your
saying. No,
dream.
certain, but I'm talking about not the ones that are not like Magic Johnson's son. I want to keep bringing that up. He don't play basketball,
But there's plenty that do. And
right?
go
And I
on,
agree. Right.
Play football.
If my son is just, all right, Dad, I'm gay, and he's same regular, that's fine. But the Magic Johnson sons, the extra want to go to the MAC makeup store and the purses and the like.
You mean if he's very feminine as opposed to
At
maintaining
being
his
very feminine,
masculinity?
that would shatter me for a while.
And that makes him less of a man.
No, it doesn't make. He can still be a man, but the image and everything that he's putting out that's not a man.
But that image is for that's the image that you take, that you're worried about him portraying. That's not your life. That's his life.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So I felt like this. We all as parents, you plant a seed, you watch it grow. You know what I mean? You water it, and then after a while, you step back and you let your kids do what you planted. That don't make your kids a bad person. They ain't
No,
robbing,
not bad at all.
robbing old
Not bad
ladies.
at all.
You know what I'm saying? That's still the same person. I don't feel like anybody's sexuality defines who they are as a person. It's just like if I dress up, that's like me throwing on a statement necklace. You know what I mean? I could work with you, and I have worked with people that I never knew their sexuality. It didn't impede me working with them, being friends with them, going to happy hour with them, going to birthday parties, celebrating things with them, because it's just who they. Because I'm not laying with them.
Right.
So
I
you know
agree.
that's why
I
I'm saying,
agree.
you know, the sexuality part of it. That's
I don't care who he's sleeping
If
with.
they were straight, I still don't. It's certain things I just don't want to know about my kids.
Right. Thank you for calling, though.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace straight. Share the video. All right, but like I was saying, when you're raising your son as a man, this is what you want, and it has shattered you. To me personally, it has shattered me. I don't know about nobody else. I can only speak from a man's point of view, and this is not for every man. This is for me and most of the dudes that I've spoken to. You understand what I'm saying? It's not something you want to see, and I'm not knocking it. If that's who you are, be who you are. You want to come out, that's you, that's you. Me, it would take time for me to adjust to it and deal with it after a while. When I was younger, 24, and my son would have told me, oh, no, never, you're done. Don't talk to me no more. As I'm older now and gain more experience I would bend, but it would take me a while.
Hey, yeah, you like you built up like a lot of expectations for your son and
exactly.
the kind of man that you wanted to raise him to become.
Right.
But at this point, you know, he's comfortable with who he is. He's
Honestly, it's
realized
all
who he
about
is,
image.
And
It's all about
out.
image because a gay, homosexual, or straight can accomplish the same thing.
Yeah,
but
no,
it's
yeah.
all about image.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say alpha males do not concern themselves with image.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not.
Alpha males don't care about their image, you say?
No. They're not concerned with image. No, they're not.
Got a phone call?
Oh, because
They
they're
do what
comfortable
they
in
do.
their...
Man, we got another phone call,
Oh,
man.
okay.
And they-
Because you know you're a leader. All right.
Right.
I hear that.
HimMeYouHer, who's calling?
My name is Russ.
Hi,
going
Russ.
on,
Good
Russ?
evening. Talk to us.
Hello, how are you?
All right.
Good.
Yeah, I'm with a group of people that just so happened to stumble upon your podcast,
Okay.
and it was touching upon the issue of, homosexuality and if you did in fact have a homosexual son.
Okay.
And I in particular, because I know I'm a heterosexual male,
Right.
and I was raised in a heterosexual household.
Right.
I honestly would disown my son if he came out and told me he was a homosexual.
Right.
May I ask your age? Or you can decline.
I'm 31 years old.
Okay.
I'm a 31-year-old Army veteran.
Okay.
I'm born and raised in Southside Jamaica, Queens.
Okay.
And I'm just saying, like,
Why
I
would
would
you
not
disown
raise...
your son? Can I ask you that?
Because of the simple fact of, and it's going to be very difficult for a lot of people to understand. If I had a woman, a daughter, I would be more accepting to her being a lesbian.
Why?
Let him finish.
It's the double standard.
It is.
Why?
It's why it's acceptable for a man, for a woman to hit a man, but it's not acceptable for a man to hit a woman. It's just a double standard. You can't do that.
Right.
There's certain do's and don't do's. There's certain women who don't do anal. So me being a man, a grown man, it's never crossed my mind to sit up there and say, or like I said, certain women just don't do anal. So what is another man doing anal for? What are you sticking up there for? That's an exit, not an entrance.
Right. And you're definitely entitled to that opinion, bro. Like nobody
course,
should
all
knock you for
opinions.
that. Like, and a lot of people want to knock people for saying things like that, but that he has his opinion and that's it. Like, not saying whether he's right or wrong, but it's his opinion, and that's how he feels about it, and that's fine.
But 1 second, you would completely disown your son? You would never talk to him again?
Listen, once you cross that bridge, because there's no coming back.
Okay.
Once you cross that bridge, you crossed it. You can't sit up there and say, I was gay for a month or two or whatever. Like, I don't understand the whole Caitlyn and Cat, whatever the hell you want to call herself, Jenner.
Whoa.
You was a straight man for 60 some odd years, and then all of a sudden you decide you want to change for the other team. This homosexual culture comes from TV and the media, and people accepting it.
Right.
God did not make Adam and Steve. He made Adam and Eve. And this culture has been brewing in the media for a long time.
Right.
Anybody that's watched Sesame Street would know. Listen, Bert and Ernie.
You're not gonna do it to Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie, right? When I was younger, I mean, I had an idea. Once I was 12, 11, listen, you're not supposed to be taking showers or baths with another boy. You're not supposed to do that. But they did it. Then all of a sudden, once gay marriage got approved, all of a sudden, they sit up there and go and get married. What type of crap is that?
Right.
TV promotes this. It's not okay for you to be gay. That's not okay.
We don't want to be disrespectful about it, though, Russ. We got to keep it respectful because that's somebody's choice.
Yeah, we don't bash. We're just giving our opinions.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling, though.
All right, thank you very much.
Nah. Dang. All right,
Yeah, but to piggyback off of what he was saying, like there are certain.
He got something to say.
All right.
Oh, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Just talk. All right, this is gonna go. So, I knew he was gonna get to God at some point. He was gonna get to religion. I'm gonna say this. And I'm gonna bring
We're
it
not
back.
talking religion.
No. I mean, small tip. Take it back to slave ships, right? So we're talking about we're not accepting homosexuality in Black Latino communities. It's not a thing, right? Christianity introduced on plantations. Stay with me for a second. Introduced on plantations, right? Adam and Eve, keep it like that, keep it male and women to ensure that more slaves could be birthed and that there were more laborers on the plantation. So I just feel like that was a bit of brainwashing to perpetuate white supremacy to keep this going. And ignorance, not in the sense you're stupid. I definitely don't call that man stupid. They're just
ignorance in the sense of the context of the subject.
Yeah, he has strong opinion and the way he's brought up. But I just feel like if it's something that does like if it's happening, like if homosexuality is like it's natural, it is a natural thing. Someone's not gonna say, "Oh, I just woke up." Like they always gonna know. You can't.
Girls are doing it.
Yeah, it's both sides. It doesn't matter.
Switch sides, or they want to test it out.
Male, female. That's what I'm saying. It's a spectrum, though.
They want to be curious.
But sexuality is a spectrum. So you like. I feel you got to keep that in mind. It's not like a switch up on one day, and I do understand that.
For females, it is though.
You saying on Friday, like, all right, I'm a lesbian, Saturday, and I'm straight?
I'm bisexual.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I feel like within that, there's a spectrum.
Is there a such thing, or are you just, not you per se, but are you just being greedy?
You can ask me per se.
Yeah, but are you just being greedy? Somebody who says they're bisexual, is there really such a thing, or are you just being greedy?
It's the ability to
How is it being greedy? How is it being greedy?
No, I'm just asking.
No, but I'm asking you. How are you being greedy?
I mean, you just want the best of both worlds. Like,
best of all worlds.
Yeah. No, it is what it is. But there are certain countries where they kill you for that, where it's not permitted at all. If they find out, you're off with your head. And I'm not saying it's right, but that's just one of the. If we're gonna talk about, we're gonna talk about it as a whole. We're not gonna, block certain things out. But I don't condone it.
I just
but like I said before, everybody listen.
I just don't think it's fair that females are more accepted than males.
Yeah, but like Homeboy said, if my daughter came and told me that, it wouldn't bother me a lot. I would be like, wow, but this is from a father's view.
Go through, as a parent, she's gonna go through the same issues males go through. Mm-hmm. Being bashed, being picked on, not being accepted, or going to school and not be able to, feel like they fit in. It should be looked at that standpoint if you're concerned.
A father's love for a daughter is different, just like a mother's love for a son is different.
No, there's not different.
Nah, there's a big difference.
Not for me.
I don't have children, so I can't.
Right?
I can't
no,
say
there's
that.
a big difference.
Not for me.
But
I only got one.
No, I'm sure you love them all the same, but the relationship, just like you said in the first episode, where like you would tell your daughter about the 90 days, but your son is like, you know what? Because it's different.
No, you said the
different.
love.
So, like double standard.
No, not. I mean, you love all your kids on the same level.
Yeah, I hate, but double standards like
not
learned.
Different though.
But no, I hear what you're saying. I feel like double standards and stuff like that. Those are like teachings. Those are learned. Like I don't think you're born with that. Like you're not born racist. So like that's something you learn. Like you come to accept as absolute.
There is double standards in this world. There is.
That's what we're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. That's taught. That's not innate. Like that's not inherent. You don't have that at birth. That's introduced to you. That's a form of like brainwashing. You gotta.
Is it?
It definitely is. If that's the way that life is, because that's the way it is. That's what we do. That's what men do. That's what women do. If there's an absolute, that's a form of brainwashing.
It's absolutely brainwashing. Take fashion for instance. Fashion is the ultimate brainwashing in life. Ultimate, like based
double
on
standards is brainwash.
What?
It's a learned. I feel like it's a false truth.
Didn't you guys say that double standards is introducing?
No. I'm sorry. Accepting double standards to be absolute, like being taught that that's it. I feel like that is a form of being brainwashed.
That's what I just said. No, I don't agree. That's not a form of brainwash.
Okay, sorry. You learned that. Like that was taught to you that this is the way it is.
Brainwashing to be a race, yes.
Yeah, that's
brainwash.
Yeah, if you can raise a kid to be you can raise a kid to be a racist. You could brainwash him from the jump.
It's a conditioning. Yeah. It's a conditioning. It's a seasoning. It's like
I have to
because kids are not racist. Like black kids and white kids play together all
day.
That's
brainwash.
Exactly.
Right. That's negative.
But
there's no negative double standard. How could it be brainwash?
Double standards are considered negative at times. Just like how we had the show about cheating. Like on the one instance, a dude cheats with 10 girls. That's acceptable, but if a chick cheats with 10 dudes, you know what I'm saying, it's a side eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's double standard.
Like you got a hoe and then you got like one of the boys. Like it's calling her a hoe. That's a double standard. She can't do it because
Jonathan.
I'm sorry, I'm going though.
We got to call her, right, boys?
I'm sorry.
HimMeYouHer podcast. Who's calling?
Talk
how you doing? This is Raheem.
What's
Raheem,
up, Raheem?
how you doing? Good evening.
What up, Mags? What's up, everybody?
No.
All right.
Oh man, Vic, I agree with you to the sense where if my son was gay, I don't have a son, but if my son, it'd be easier for me to accept my daughter.
Why?
If my son was gay, it would definitely
it'll be a dagger through my heart, you know.
Why?
I wouldn't feel like I feel as a father though, because you know that's who he want to be, you know.
But you raised him to be brave enough to come out to you, though.
Which is
like,
fine.
That takes a lot,
I would appreciate.
Oh no,
that.
I wouldn't feel like afraid, but I would respect, you know, his decision. But it would definitely hurt me. But I wouldn't want him to be that flamboyant type, though.
Right.
You know, not to get on Magic Johnson's son, but you know, if he's, you know, not wearing dresses and purses and all that other stuff, it would definitely be a dagger to my heart, though.
Right, because
like I had a friend growing up. You know, my family's from Jamaica, and you know, he came out gay at 15 years old, and his uncles, they bust his ass. Like to this day, he got a permanent limp. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And I wouldn't go that far because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, that's still my kid. You know, for me to term like what's the other guy named Rich? What the other caller? Like I can't disown my child because that's me. I made that. You know,
disown my child. It would just be an adjustment period. And like And I'm looking.
I'm talking about the caller, not you.
Right. And I'm looking in the comment box. Like a lot of the ladies are saying, I would take my son as he is. That's because a mother's love for a son and a father is a different. It's still love, but it's a different bond because we're looking at it from a male perspective. That's your baby. That's your son.
But you're looking at it as a selfish way, like you failed, and you didn't.
As a man, I feel because I'm here to raise a man.
So it's an image.
No, I'm just here to raise, and he can still manly. A manly man. Let me say that because.
But not all males who are straight are manly.
And that's a fact.
Oh.
And that's a fact. You can still be a manly man. I'm here to raise manly men.
But as a man, as a father,
Thank you for calling, though.
Thank you,
No problem. Y'all have a good one, man. Can't wait till next Sunday.
Thank you.
Like, post, and share. Got you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
No, but what I was saying was, as
I need to define brainwashing.
We'll get back to that.
What?
As a man, let me finish my point. As a man, it's instinctively that you raise your son to be a man's man as well. Like you want your son to be the hunter gatherer, you know what I'm saying? You want your son to follow in your image. Mm-hmm. You want your son to have a family of his own one day.
Right.
Not
and
saying a wife, a kid, like not saying he can't have a husband, like it's not acceptable because in today's society it's acceptable. But you want your son, your junior, to follow in your footsteps.
But what about his wants though? Like what about like his desires, his wishes, his dreams,
can be
his wants?
leaders too.
I'm not saying they can't be
No,
leaders.
that's what he's not saying. He's just saying that like I was saying before, Vic, you have expectations for your son. You're raising him. You want him to like everything you never had. You want him to like follow in your footsteps. You're leaving a legacy. You want him to pick it up and carry it. It's just that the tools that he's using to pick up the legacy you made for him aren't exactly what. They're a little bit different. They still work.
Right.
They still work, but he's gonna,
Right, and I wouldn't degrade my son or by look at like I wouldn't do. It would just be an adjustment period. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Like, and most men who are calling in agree. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just an adjustment period. But to piggyback off that, I would like to go. I'm sorry, Max. Go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
It means to make and adopt radically different beliefs by using systematic and often forcible pressure.
Exactly.
Double standards.
Systematic and often forcible pressure. Those are the teachings that are put onto you from your parents or whoever's around you. That's it. Like systematic one that.
So whatever I'm teaching my daughters.
Yes.
Is brainwash?
Yeah,
but it can be in a negative light.
It's a good brainwash.
You can tell them to respect themselves. Tell them
Yeah.
to get your education, respect yourself, respect your body. Make sure everything that you would tell a boy. If you want to talk about double standards, right? It just comes down. It's a good and bad side to everything. You're brainwashing someone.
Wow, okay, I learned something.
Teaching someone how to count is like a good brainwash. You're teaching them math. You're teaching them a skill.
Mm-hmm. But then there's also negative brainwashing. Like you teach them how to hate black people.
Exactly.
Or
Go shoot up that church.
Right.
Or anybody that's not the same color as you or doesn't believe what you believe is inferior to you.
Okay.
Yeah, the Klan as opposed to like a classroom.
Okay.
What is when you?
Wow.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Wow.
Good addition to the show today.
That boy
right in.
Okay.
All right. Well, with that said, we're gonna get into our last topic.
Wow.
What happened to the alpha male?
Brainwashing is conditioning. Sorry, that comment.
That's all right. And one of my views on that is I'll bring up is Will Smith's son. who says things like there should be no such thing as gender. We're all humans, and there should be no such thing as boys' clothing and girls' clothing. A man should be able to wear a dress. I totally disagree with that.
I disagree.
Yeah, I totally. Young Thug is another one, running around here with women's clothes and blah, and they think that it's cool. Like,
I disagree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I feel like, and it's just my, opinion on it.
You feel men can wear dresses?
Yeah, Jonathan, I'm sorry.
All right, I feel like you should be able to wear whatever you want to wear, and I feel like the reason it would make someone uncomfortable. Listen, hold on now, you're probably about to swing. I feel the hook coming. Hold on. All right, I feel like it makes you uncomfortable because it's apart from the status quo. It's apart from like the learned teachings. It's separate from the conditioning that we all have, where a man's supposed to be like this. You wear your pants, wear your shirt, boom. Girl, you got to dress it. Even with kids in like elementary school, the uniforms are different. It's not Pinterest for everybody.
Females,
but
bro.
I'm saying you were taught that a dress is for a female.
It is.
I'm saying when colonials came to Africa, they looked at them like, yo, this guy is in women's clothing because you're wearing all these like will look like frocks and stuff like that, as opposed to just rags or whatever. Not rags. Sorry, that's really.
So you don't think there's women clothes and men should never wear a dress?
There are women's clothes and men's clothes.
Right.
Yes.
So let me say something. Like when my son Elijah was younger, right? One day he walks in the kitchen with Liz heels on. Of course, Liz thinks it's funny. Right? No, it's not. I cut it off quick.
Of course, but every child does that.
Right, which is fine. Right. But if you keep letting them do it.
Never did that.
Then they think it's all right. You did that? I'm sure you did.
Word to my mother, I never did
that.
How you know? Ask your
mom. I don't think I never did.
What do you mean?
Ask your mom.
I'm going to ask
first of all,
you're not going to know when you
first of all, let me explain something about
That's when little girls wear their daddy shoes.
Let me.
It's normal.
Hold on, we talk about me right now. Let me explain something to you about my mother, right? Because you don't really know my mother.
Obviously, have you asked your mother? Have you worn heels before?
My fam knows my mother.
Have you
Listen
asked
to me.
your mother?
I know his mother.
When it comes down to
have you asked her that?
When it comes down to something like that can potentially embarrass the skin off my back, my mother will let the whole community know. So trust me, if I came through with my mother's heels on, best believe I would never live it down. That's just my mother.
As a 2-year-old?
A 2-year-old?
Yeah, that's 2-year-old, 3-year-olds do that. Not.
Doesn't matter. My mother got more jokes than I do. My mother got more jokes than I do.
Most children do that.
But I think it's also, and not all households, I think it's a lack of the father being in the house that allows this type of stuff to go on. The lack of having a man around. Like where we grew up, Maggie, like my father left at 12. And we had men still in the neighborhood. We had Mr. Canton. We had Mr. Brown. We had Treb's father, Mr. Cotterson. I still had males that I could look up to who had families, who had structure, could, still teach me
I agree.
How to be a man. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lack of that now. The OGs would keep all that intact. There's no more OGs on the block no more. You understand what I'm saying? There's the OGs have failed the up-and-coming youth. Because they're not around no more to keep it in order.
So,
go ahead, John.
So, not adhering to like gender roles and not fitting like a heteronormative status, and like being gay, like those are like issues. You're saying because there isn't a strong enough male presence.
No, just that. There's no
because
more
the removal of the alpha male.
Right. There's no more strong manly figures to really look up to. It's hard to find in the communities now. It's hard. It's not like me. Like I said, my father left Victoria. I can pick in like 4 to 5 houses where there was still men I could look up to.
Right.
Now it's like most of the sons are growing up with their mother, their grandmother, their auntie, and learning how a female reacts to a situation from how a man reacts to a situation. You understand? They see how their mother reacts, and that's what they're brought up learning, how a woman reacts, not how a man reacts.
Right. But if it's established from jump, from before or after the alpha male, you said left the situation.
It's not necessarily left the situation. It's the persona or image of the alpha male is somewhat diluted.
They won't be able to find it somewhere else because he had other male role models to look up to.
But there's not many men at home.
But you got
outside of that, you got.
But
school,
outside
church,
of that,
whatever.
you have
School.
mainstream media.
Sure.
You have
the minute
music.
you say something on Board of Education, they reporting it.
No. I'm just talking about finding like a male, like a teacher, like you look up to, you aspire to, being like the male figure.
Right.
That young?
Yeah, but it's the same thing. You would be that young if it was your father at home. I feel like it's not necessarily the age, but I don't think it's the male.
I don't think school at that age is an outlet. They don't make it that comfortable.
Right.
So they're comfortable to.
To allow a child to come forth and ask for a helping hand.
Oh no, not even that. That could be a personal thing. That could be internal. Like you could have like your favorite teacher or whatever, and just like
there's teachers. I don't think there's teachers.
Mr. Doe is the best person ever. I want to be the kind of guy he is.
Right.
But I feel like it comes down to the person because all right, I could be third grade. Mr. Doe is great. I want to be like Mr. Doe. I could be like, oh, I like Miss Doe. She's amazing. I like her qualities.
But is that an alpha male or is that an idol?
No. I'm saying but if you're talking about it's the presence that influences the child, then it also comes down to the child. It's what they relate to. So if you relate more to a masculine identity, then cool, you're gonna adopt that. If for whatever reason you relate more to a feminine identity, then you're gonna adopt that. And I feel like it's nature and nurture. It's what you got already. It's how you are. It's the way you are. Plus, how receptive you are of the people and things around you.
See, like you said, Vic, with the my pops wasn't around either when I grew up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I had my mothers, my aunts,
right.
but and they can attest to that. It was their father. It was Jonathan's father. My cousin's father.
Right.
That took me under. You know what I'm saying? Before they came along. No shade.
Now you the first.
No, before they came along, I was my uncle's first son. I went everywhere he went. I did everything he did. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be like Uncle Nathan. So when Jonathan came along and William came along, it was more so they never felt like cousins. These was all just my little brothers.
Yeah, right. Brother.
You know what I'm saying?
And I took that C word.
Shut up. And I took to being like Uncle Nathan, like that alpha male persona, because that's what I was given. That's what I had. You know what I'm saying? That's what he provided.
Right.
But in today's society, it's like you said, I think it was last show, the show before, kids look up to music and media more than they do their parents.
Right, definitely.
And in today's music and media, dudes wearing purses, dudes wearing skirts.
Painting their fingernails pink.
Exactly, and
no
that's
shade, man, because I like your nail color.
And that's what kids are looking up to. So not saying there's anything wrong with accepting anybody for who they are, but at the same time, you have to be socially conscious of what you feed in people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and that's what I think we saying when we say the image of the alpha male is diluted.
Right.
Because you don't have that strong male figure. Like, you see all the memes and the pictures of the strong black dude carrying the world and carrying shorty. Right. Now it's, it's like homosensitivity took over. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but as far as the strong male figure, the strong black male figure, like, it's diluted.
He's been emasculated.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Noni, call in, Noni.
Yes, I do agree.
You agree, Max?
Yes.
You grew up with your mother and father, right?
Yes.
You got brothers?
Yes.
Okay. See?
I agree. There's the male figures
and
have been diluted. Yes.
Yeah. It's very much diluted.
For our children.
Yeah, definitely.
Not for us.
Yeah, no. Because we had people to look up to who could fill those voids. And now it's hard.
Right.
The people, even our rappers were manly men. So these dudes here are, I don't know what they are.
But I feel like I wanna thank all the the artists, the rappers, the spokespeople of your generation to be like, yo, like, this is it, boom. Be bold.
Right.
Like be as bold as men you can. Because I feel like that paved the way for young men, artists in my generation, to express themselves however they want to, because they're comfortable enough. It's like, yo, I know my man, it's cool. I'm gonna do what I like though.
Right.
So to take from it, like having and not having alpha male around, I feel like it doesn't make you necessarily more feminine or masculine, but maybe another avenue, it opens your eyes to self-expression and just being okay enough with
wearing
yourself.
a skirt.
if that's what makes you comfortable, and you know you're still a male,
that's not
then you
right
get to go.
for a man to wear a kilt, whatever y'all want to go with the kilt route.
Skirt, same thing,
right,
but don't they do that?
that's their
cultural,
culture.
yeah.
That's their culture. But raised as a man,
Why can't it be part of
HimMeYouHer, talk to us.
Hello.
HimMeYouHer was calling.
South.
Yes, hello, it's Russ again.
Hey, what's up,
He's
Russ?
back.
Yes, as far as the issue of alpha male, you know, I'm tuning in. I'm still tuning in.
Right.
And I apologize if I offended anybody before in my comments.
We thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That wasn't my intention.
Right.
But I'm tuning in, and you know, I appreciate what y'all guys are doing. This is actually the first time I've actually called into a show and got a response
Well, you're
or
always
got
gonna
through.
get through here. Don't worry about that.
We progress through
All right.
conversation. It's good.
All right, but as far as like I said, I'm paying attention and listening. As far as a alpha male, you know, again, and I think that again plays into the whole, you know, double standard thing in the media with it's hand in hand.
Right.
You know, that's like if you saying like there should be no alpha male or no gender separation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yes and no. I can see both sides because just the littlest things, like when Donna Karen released her jeans, they were just for women. DKNY jeans.
Right.
Just for women. But she released the men line.
Right.
I like DKNY jeans. However, when you take a woman out to lunch or dinner, the woman expects the man to pay for it.
Well, that's a whole nother topic, though. Russ.
That's
He's
a conditioning.
supposed to pay for it.
That is a conditioning that he has to pay for it. But
It's
I'm
an
sorry,
alpha
please
male right
continue,
there.
Russ.
It's an alpha male.
It's an alpha male move.
Absolutely.
Right.
You can't be an alpha female. Y'all can't meet.
It's an alpha male move.
While we dating?
Yeah. It's because it's a concept. It's a
Thanks
power
again,
struggle.
Russ.
I'm sorry, Russ. Talking over you, my fault.
But no, it's an alpha male move. If you, know what I mean, if that's the case, if you want gender equality, you know, then not even, you know what? All right, I give that to you. Not just they, but suppose the phrase or the term, you know, SMD. If a woman says that, a man is not supposed to hit her.
What? You something about putting your hands
You know,
on somebody
man,
because
That's
they
a
said something to
whole
you?
Another topic, man.
Say that again, Russ. Oh no, now we.
What? Wait,
If a woman says, you know, SMD,
Okay.
Yeah.
a man is not supposed to hit you.
You're not supposed to put your
A
hands
woman.
on anybody if for
I see
talking.
what you're saying. I see what you're saying because SMD.
But
is
if
crazy.
another man
But
says that,
speaking. I'm sorry.
if another man says that to another man, it's not acceptable.
But that's
If a woman hits,
I agree with him.
All right, Russ, we're going to build
I
on
agree
that.
with
Thanks
him.
again, bro.
all right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Like I said, thank you for the format.
All right.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, thank
Share
you.
the video,
I agree with
Russ.
him.
I most certainly will.
I appreciate it.
So putting your hands on somebody for talking?
That's a whole nother topic.
That's
Let's stay
violent.
alpha
That's-
right here.
But
We going to
isn't
get there.
S&M, isn't that
Maybe
violent?
that might be episode 105.
That's not say no masculine. Now give me that.
No, you know what that means, right?
No.
50 Shades.
I got so quiet.
I thought it was
Right. So that's a
Nah,
whole
we're not
nother
talking about
topic.
50 Shades.
That is wow.
That's a whole nother topic.
Russ, I don't agree.
Right,
Boy,
Russ.
you might want to hit it.
Russ
No,
went the
Russ,
other
I don't
way.
agree.
That's totally different. Thank you. Okay, I was like, hold up.
So what he's saying, if someone says that, a male
Yeah.
to a male,
Then it's not cool. We fighting, right?
right?
Okay, I feel like
Don't.
no, I'm not going crazy. I just feel like you would want to fight if someone says that to you because they're challenging your masculinity. Because they're like, like, I feel like someone not comfortable with their masculinity would want to fight because someone's saying it's SMD and that's something only gay people do and that's not masculine enough for you. So that messes with your identity yourself and you're uncomfortable. So now you want to put hands on somebody because you don't know how to express yourself other than hitting instead of using your words when they use words on you. So why you gotta throw punches? They throwing words.
Oh nah.
Why are you talking so fast?
Because I thought you said
I don't
we
agree.
got
I
to rush.
don't
I was trying to get it
agree.
all
I
out.
don't agree.
Slow down.
Speed runner. I'm
I don't
sorry.
agree.
All right, y'all. We want to wrap
This is
up
a
this
good-
show.
this is a good
this
one.
was a good.
We wish we had another hour.
Real quick.
But we want to let y'all know that we are looking for guests on the show. We're looking for designers. If you have a little design that you're starting to come up with and you want us to wear the stuff or you want to come up here and speak about it, you're more than welcome to come up here. We're looking for, what else are we looking for? People who do sex toys also, like, pleasure parties. That too. We're looking for anything that you feel can help you represent us and help us represent you so we can all build together. That's definitely what we're looking for. If you have somebody or you know somebody, they can hit us up at HimMeYouHer at gmail.com.
Pretty Brown, hope the family's well.
Yeah, praying for you. Hope
well. Sweetheart.
And also, I wanted to bring to light that we're trying to start a dating thing on HimMeYouHer with the people who comment and the followers of the show, everybody who watches. We want to find a male and a female to go on a date together.
We'll pay for it.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, baller.
I mean, it's going to come with some type,
right.
with some guidelines on the
terms and conditions.
And we want, definitely with terms and conditions. We'll get more into it. But we want to find a guy and a girl, if you're interested, HimMeYouHer at gmail.com, to go on a date. And then after the date,
we'll pay for it.
Come back on the show.
I think we got that, bro.
And speak about the pros of the date, the cons of the date, what he didn't do, what he did, what she didn't do, what she did, so we can just have an open discussion about it. So if you're interested in it, please hit us up.
Yes.
If you're not single, don't do it. We don't want no one walking up to you, pressing you, making you feel uncomfortable.
Oh, who is? You know him.
Aaron Haynes, please email us at HimMeYouHer at gmail.com. Let us know your size and your info.
I'm not paying for none of y'all dates who I know. I see y'all talking about y'all know who got man and husband, and I'm not paying
we
for
all
none
know
of that.
exactly.
Be clean. Stop it.
As always, y'all, we hope the most interesting part of our week makes for an enlightened part of yours. And we see y'all next week.
Yes.
Love y'all.
Thank you.
We out here.
Yo. Tired of them other podcasts. Dancing all in the videos. Not being up all game. Not talking about what you want to talk about. Listen to him, me, you, and her. You and her, she get with me and him. And we can kick it every weekend. And him and her, she leave me and you. And we can Netflix and chill like we do. Oh, man. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her. This for the guys behind bars who feel they lost they thunder. That ain't seen the outside since some beeping them. I got cash but don't flash, so baby place your order. She want Beyonce lemonade and flip Michigan water. You love your chick and it's sad, cause she can't stand you. Call your chick Troy Ash, she bustin' on camera. Got shooters, nerd niggas that get mean, that leave arms spread like it's 9:15. I used to have dreams of working for MTA, till the street said, Nico, you should go a different way. It's here in 401, but you can get a different cake. Your jump shot is cool, your handle is okay, but the rock that we can pass, that talent don't go away. Then the block start bubbling, money started coming in. Even seen the fiend of a fiend bringing up a mother in. Never knew that all that shit would cause some trouble. You and her, she get with me and him, and we can kick it every weekend. And him and her, she leave me and you, and we can Netflix and chill like we do. Oh, man. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her. Yeah. It's just him, me, you and her.
It's just him, me, you and her.
Hey!
It's just him, me,